Good morning. How you doing? What's going on? This one here is going to be about Eddie Murphy to host Saturday Night Live in December. And when I think about Eddie Murphy, pardon me, one of the greatest comedians ever, groundbreaking, um, and still the standard for the black comedian who goes from TV to film, the multi-level, the multi-talented, because Will Smith to Jamie Foxx eat off his tree. And I'm not even going to mention about Chris Tucker, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, and those guys. Because Eddie took what a Richard Pryor, what a Red Fox, what a Flip Wilson did, what a Ray Moore, and other great comedians, and translated it into a vehicle where it was a multi-level in a social era. And imagine Eddie Murphy in social media in the social media era today, but remember what he did, because he did it on TV, he did it on film, he did it in music, and he made comedy records too. So he was a multi-level threat. He's one of the Mount Rushmores of Saturday Night Live. Matter of fact, I've said for a long time they could have canceled that whack show like 20 plus years ago. Pretty much, even though they've had talent and people have emerged post Eddie Murphy, he was like such a standard because he was so great that he belongs with the original cast, and you wouldn't even think nothing about putting him in that clique because he had hit heights that was so raw, was so, he was fresh. And to me, he's the last truly great crossover comedian. I know people gonna throw Kevin Hart and all these other bums and some people that have had decent careers, but excuse me, Eddie had something about him, and he still, and to this day, Coming to America 2 come out and gonna be hype. Um, he just he was a bowl of energy that set a standard, and so I'm always glad to hear good things about Eddie. Very talented, versatile, very creative, and it's in stone. I feel for a younger generation that didn't get to see him in his peaks in his prime, and to see his routines, or because this guy, and he did the Disney, the family oriented films, and that was cool. And he definitely transitioned his thing, and that was cool. However, to catch Eddie Murphy full and understand the impact, because I always said about Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy was the first rock star comedian that I've ever seen. He was like the Michael Jackson of comedy in the 80s. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Because Eddie had an audience lined up for his thing. I mean, people were coming to check him out. And that was a standard. Still a standard. So, anyway, that's my take about Eddie Murphy to host SNL in December. Glad to see return of Eddie. And also he's in the Netflix Dolomite film. And I'm about to check that out. But anyway, feel free to give me your thoughts and your take. Give me your Eddie Murphy memories. No matter what era. And good, bad, and different. But what's your Eddie story and where you rank him all time as comedian? All right, hit the like and subscribe and the bell rings. That's a new video, and you have a good day. Peace.